You're talking about the evolution of life and the origin of life, right? And that's
Right.
and that is what they have, right? Where Darwin or whatever the evolution account is that it all came out of that primordial soup from that is it called the warm little pond, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what Darwin called it. I like to call it a magic mud puddle, but would you like to know more about that?
You got something on the magic mud puddle, do you?
What they say happened was that primordial soup, there were a bunch of chemicals in there that somehow coalesced together to form the first cell. And from that first cell, all of life, all forms of life can be traced back to that first cell.
That's the first thing that you've said that I agree with so far, Marv.
Well, I don't agree with that. I'm just laying out a premise. That's what science has told us.
Yeah.
So today, with all of the advancements in science and our understandings of chemistry and biological systems and researchers doing incredible things in the laboratory, they can't create life that way on purpose, much less by accident.
Marv, they create life in test tubes all the time now. That's where we're at with
Well,
science.
yeah, they do, Scott, but they don't start with chemicals. They start with pre-existing life. The law of biogenesis, read that.
The law of biogenesis states that life only comes from already established life. And this very important and fundamental scientific law can be credited to the work of Louis Pasteur and others.
Amazing scientist, Louis Pasteur.
Right.
Well, he says life has only ever been observed to come from pre-existing life. So if you think about this under the scenario you believe, if it all started with the chemicals in a mud puddle and now here we are today, then somewhere along the line there, because we have the ability to reason and think and to evaluate complex things and make decisions based on our evaluations, somewhere in there, chemicals had to learn how to think. It would have had to have happened that way. Is that a reasonable conclusion to make?